Hello everyone, it's Tilly from Tilly Journals and welcome back to my channel and to another Plan With Me video. This is the week of the 8th of January in my A5 wide inserts by me. I am using a kit by Plannerface which came in the advent for 2023, including my first Plannerface foil bundle, which also came in the same advent. It is in silver foil, so this is a very Plannerface spread, which is very exciting. Yeah, I'm thrilled. I do PR for Plannerface, so I get a discount for sharing her stickers. However, if you've ever been to my channel before, I do just heavily use Plannerface. I'm fairly sure I'm only going to be buying vertical kits from Plannerface in 2024, but I'm not certain on that, but that's kind of my feeling, unless there's like a really good exclusive art somewhere else that I want, because I just think Anna's kits are the best. They're the best value for me and I have exactly what I need. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. So yeah, I PR for Plannerface because I love the shop, not because of the free stuff. So yeah, just getting the base down, I used a toolbox in the sidebar this time, so then I had to work out my space for a toolbox, plus last week's kit wasn't a Plannerface kit, so this new sidebar is just going to be a bit of trial and error. I am actually layering my bougie boxes, so you can see I'm using these sparkly hollow jigsaw, which at some point will be coming to the shop when I reopen, but they are jigsaw and sparkly hollow. They are oops, there is quite a lot of black on them that there shouldn't be, but I do tend to just make these for myself, and my laminator hasn't generally heated up enough, but I'm lazy, so I just use them because they're just for me, and I do layer them with the bougie boxes, the silver ones from the kit, so it's kind of a sparkly hollow silver little moment there. And obviously I've used the jigsaw because there are the jigsaw elements throughout the kit. Anything else to say about this base? I don't really think there is. I absolutely love the like split washi that Anna's put in her kits. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. I just think that's a really good shout. I think my video just crashed, so this voiceover might end up being a bit too long, but we'll see what happens. I don't know why, but this laptop likes to go to sleep if I don't move the mouse repeatedly, or just do it anyway. We're actually replacing it because we're not sure it's okay, so we're going to return this because there's been a lot of bugs on it, given it's a brand new laptop. So I thought I might just start again talking a little bit about the books I've read. Let me know in the comments if you like this or if you don't like this, because I haven't decided 100% whether I'm going to do it. So I'm going to quickly cover the books that I read last week, so the week of the 1st of January, and then the books I read this week. So I have finished 3 books both weeks, which is pretty impressive. So on the week of the 1st of January, I finished 3 Bells, 2 Bows and 1 Brother's Best Friend. This is the second of quite short Audible only audiobooks. I don't know whether it's available in paper form. I honestly could not tell you. Just one quick thing. I love that Anna's bundles have 2 opportunities to do double boxes. So then if it's a mystery kit and you've got the 2 double boxes, you can use both. Oh, love it. Sorry, back to my point. So it was 2 Bells, 2 Bows and 1 Brother's Best Friend. I listened to it on audiobook. It was about a 5-hour audiobook, not very long. It was a romance. I'm really bad at names, even in real life, so I'm not even going to attempt to remember people's names. But it was essentially a romance, if you hadn't guessed from the title, between somebody starts working at a company that their brother's best friend's dad owns. The best friend is set to like take over the company with his siblings when the dad decides to retire. The female character has had a crush on him ever since she was little, and that's basically how things, like that's the premise pretty much. So yeah, it was fine. That was my 3-star rating. It was fine, and it was fine. I gave it 3 stars. It was a nice Christmassy romance. That's what that series is. There's one about each of the 3 brothers that like are associated with the company. My second book for the week was Angel Fall. This was for Swiftopoly. It was for the prompt about what are the words? Prompt about it was Cruel Summer, featuring angels or demons. So obviously Angel Fall includes angels or demons. Am I on to the... Oh no, I'm just doing the sidebar. Good. I really enjoyed this. I really want to read the rest of the series, but I haven't read the next one in the series yet. I should definitely pick that up. I read it on Kindle. It's essentially a post-apocalyptic world. The main character's sister is disabled and the mum has schizophrenia, so if either of those things are things that are going to make you trigger or make you more likely to read a book, I thought I'd tell you that. So essentially they live in a post-apocalyptic world where the angels have basically destroyed Earth, and the main character sees an angel being attacked by other angels, and then she helps the angel that's being attacked. One of the people attacking the angel that's being attacked, this is very confusing because I'm rubbish at names, I think the girl's called Pen, but God knows, I'm really bad at names. So she helps the angel that is being attacked, and as retaliation for that, one of the angels that is attacking the angel kidnaps her sister, and it's sort of her journey to try and find her sister. The last one I read the week of the 1st, I do need to hurry up because I've only got the boxes putting down time, there's plenty of time actually, is called On Rotation. This is a romance again, so Angel Fall is obviously a post-apocalyptic fantasy. On Rotation is a romance / coming of age. I think it's more a coming of age / woman's fiction book about a medical student who is going through the stress of being a third-year medical student in the US, which sounds quite a lot like late med school in the UK. Obviously I have been through medical school, if you don't know, I am a doctor, and her struggles with that. It is written by a black author and about a black main character, so it has great representation. There's also LGBT rep in it. It is absolutely fantastic. I really enjoyed this and would highly recommend. I gave it 4.5 stars. On to the books that I read this week. I'm going to start with the one I finished last because it was my least favourite. It was called A Tidy Ending. I can't remember what I read this for. I think it was just like the premise sounded really good to me. It sounded so, I can't even remember the premise, to be honest. I'm having a brain blank because it was that bad. I've just like blanked it out my memory. This is really bad. What is it about? Jesus Christ. Basically the premise sounded like a cozy mystery. I can't remember who dies though. Oh Jesus. It sounded like a cozy mystery. It wasn't. It made no sense. The end. Nothing was wrapped up. The main character read like she was a neurodivergence idea of what an autistic person is like. It was just all very strange. I didn't enjoy it. It wasn't a good read. Would not recommend. I gave it 1 star. I wanted to know what happened, which is why I kept reading. But so my 1 star is should have DNF'd, but I know why I carried on reading. I carried on reading because I wanted to know what happened, but Jesus Christ, there was no resolution. I finished the book more confused than I started. I really did. Is that the one? Yeah, I think it must be. No, that's something else. I literally can't remember what the mystery is. No, it's gone. I don't even know whether it's a mystery now. I might look it up by the end of this voiceover. The next book was Kiss the Girl. This is one of the books in the Meant to Be series, which is a series of books that Disney have commissioned, I think, by different authors to be modern retellings of the of fairy tales, essentially. So this one is, shockingly enough, The Little Mermaid, and is about Melody is her name. Melody, I think, it's Melody and Eric, but her stage name is Ariel. That's why. Ariel / Melody is one of the members of a girl band who have of the 7 sisters whose dad is very overbearing and has made them do concerts and music their entire lives, and essentially they do their last performance at the beginning of the book as part of this, because their dad has said that they do not have to do any more as themselves, and they can each do what they want. Like if they want to do a solo career, etc., they can do what they want after that. But he sounds very controlling, etc. Eric is the member of a very small boy band, and they are about to go on tour. The night before they go on tour, Ariel and a couple of her sisters sneak out. She spends the night with Eric without ever telling him who she is, and then the next day and he offers her a job on their tour. She decides to take it and runs away from home, and that's kind of the premise. Again, it is obviously a romance, being it's a romance being a retelling of The Little Mermaid. So yeah, on to the last book. Oh no, the last book is The Kiss Quotient, which is about it's another romance. It's essentially, this is a great read, very steamy. Did not expect it to be as steamy as it was, but loved it. Was here for it. It is about an autistic woman who hires a male escort to teach her how to have good sex, because she's never had good sex, and hopefully be able to fall into a proper relationship, because she's never really been in one, and doesn't really think that she would manage in one, and wants to learn it. And yeah, it's kind of got fake dating, steam, really lovely romance. Absolutely love it. It was a great book, and I would highly recommend. So yeah. Okay, so the mystery I've just looked this up. A Tidy Ending essentially is about Linda, who had a childhood growing up where there's something like sinister mentioned about her dad, but then her dad died, so there is like that in it. She lives with her husband Terry, who starts working odd hours at work, and some young women go missing. She decides to start stalking essentially the person that used to live in their house. It's all very strange. It just made no sense. Really would not recommend you read it. But yeah, I would definitely recommend The Kiss Quotient and Kiss the Girl. I gave them 4 and 3.5 stars. So yeah, I would definitely skip A Tidy Ending though, unless you like books that don't really feel resolved by the end of it. And that's worked perfectly, because I'm just putting the end of that down. So let's get on to the day by day of this plan with me. I started the day off by reading. Obviously I am having to do quite a lot of reading because so both weeks I think I read 2 audiobooks and 1 physical book, which is pretty good going, I think. Then I went to the grocery shop. I don't know why. I'm trying to work that out. No idea. Was Soch off for some reason? He normally works Mondays, so I don't know why I'd have gone. Anyway, so I went to the food shop for something. Don't remember what I needed. I think milk. I think we needed milk. Anyhow, I don't normally go on my own. That's why I'm being all confused. Is one of the things I'm working on with OT. Moving on, I designed some scripts and I listened to The Kiss Quotient on audio. Then I did some editing of a YouTube video, and then we had some adult time with my love. I think this was after The Kiss Quotient had been quite steamy, and I was like, in the mood now. Then my new phone arrived. If you don't know, my screen was falling off my old phone. I don't think I've said that on this channel before, but like, I turned my phone upside down and I was like, my screen is literally falling off, and taped it back on. But we've been looking at new phones for a while, and we were going to get me the Google Pixel 8. We'd also already sort of decided that. So we just did it and actually got it that day. So I started setting it up in the evenings, and then we watched some Parks and Rec while I was doing that. On the Tuesday, I was feeling very low. I was kind of struggling with life and being very slow that day. I worked on the Booze in the Pews logo for my sister, that is a beer festival my sister runs. So she and her husband run it for her church. I tend to draw the logo for them, and so I was working on that this year. We have gone with the words Booze in the Pews as a stained glass window effect. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with it. If you're around Cambridgeshire, St Ives area in February, I'd love it if you came to check it out. Yeah. Then I did some reading. I was presumably reading Kiss the Girl, but I must have been reading Kiss the Girl. Then I had some snuggles with Soch, did some filming, went to guides, and we sorted them out into new patrols, because this was the beginning of term and things like that, and they chose what they're going to work on as a patrol this term. By the way, I know I'm very behind where I'm putting stickers down, but I am going to go back in and put the scripts in, so that's why I'm not rushing, because I also put in the scripts for the week before. But anyway, that's why I'm not rushing, even though I'm proper behind. And then after guides, we watched some Parks and Recreation before bed. On to Wednesday, I had a dentist appointment where I had 2 fillings. Wasn't my normal dentist, and I was absolutely terrified, to the point I was shaking so much they thought I was like hypoglycemic, because they're like, have you had breakfast? I was like, no, I don't eat breakfast. And they're like, do you need a sugary drink? I was like, no, it's 100% just nerves. I'm not good with the dentist. And I don't have great teeth. I have quite filling prone teeth. I'm actually on prescription toothpaste for it and stuff. Anyway, after that I did some resting and read Kiss the Girl. Then we put our Christmas lights away from outside of the house. I took them down last week, but they were wet because it had been raining, so they were just been drying off, so we put them away. Then I started the new Mind Wellbeing group, which is a much smaller group than my last one. My last one had like 6 or 7 people. This one has 3 of us, and it's been me and one other person both weeks. But this was the first week, and it was me and one guy, which was it was weird because I'm quite a quiet person. So yeah, I was a bit more talkative the second week because it was somebody from my first group, so I knew her, so that was a bit easier. But yeah, I barely spoke at that wellbeing group. Then we dropped off my car to have some repairs. I'm hopefully picking up today. He'll have had it over a week. Ugh, if you don't know, I scraped my car at the end of last year. I'm terrified of driving at the moment, so it's kind of a big deal, and it was really rough. Hated it. Then I did some revision. I've been off work for like 10 months at this point, or at least 10 months by the time I go back. So I have been doing some medicine questions, just trying to get my head back into medicine. Then we had a date night where we had we got pizza from Aldi, like takeaway style pizza from Aldi, and I ate that and learnt to play Wingspan, which is a great game I've had for ages that I really wanted to learn for ages. It's a very good game. It was our first time, so it was a bit confusing, but I think it'll get better. Then we watched some Parks and Rec. On Thursday morning, again, as an attempt to get back into, doing medicine-y things, I took my husband's blood for some blood tests he needed, and then I did more work on the Booze in the Pews logo. So I took his blood and then he took it to work to get processed, and then I sat and worked on the Booze in the Pews logo while he was at work. Had a nap on the sofa. I was just feeling very drained and out of it this day. I must have finished Kiss the Girl because I then started their Frozen Graves the next day, which is the current. Well, no, actually I've finished it, but that's a read you'll learn about in the next video. Then I went for a walk to get my steps in. I should have had OT this day, but it was cancelled. The OT was off. And then I went for a walk, had a planning call with my bestie Sophie, where we just sat and planned and had a chat while we were doing it. It's just a nice way to spend some time with her and make her try and patch up in a memory planner whilst getting time to play in my own planners. It's really lovely. It's a really nice thing to do. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Then I recorded a voiceover and edited a video, and then I put on my new false nails, which are the ones you can see in this video, which were from the Advent, which I am obsessed with them. I'm obsessed with most of the nails I got in the Advent, but yeah, I decided to go with these ones. But I'm really sad that when I'm back at work, I'm just going to have to be using stickers for just the weekends. It's going to be so sad. On to the Friday, I was having a really bad brain day, like really bad brain day this day. Yeah, it was not good. I was properly in my feelings. I got out of bed and tried to choose kits for February, and then I tried to film a plan with me. Don't think it went very well, and I just was like, fuck this shit, and went back to bed. Lay in bed and listened to an audiobook. And yeah, it was just, I was not in a good place, and I was really struggling, and I couldn't bear to be out of bed. About 3:30, I convinced myself I needed to get out of bed and go for a walk because I needed to get my steps in and it might make me feel better. Spoiler alert, it did not. I got back from my walk and got straight back into bed. When my husband got home from work, he doesn't finish work till about 6 on a Friday, he came into bed with me and had some snuggles. Went over to my parents' house for dinner, and then they were trying to cheer me up, so we watched some Bake Off together. We're very behind on Bake Off. I think this isn't even this year's, it's last year's. But yeah, we're slowly trying to catch up on it. And then came home and watched some Parks and Rec after we finished Bake Off. Yeah, rough day, didn't do very much other than lie in bed and feel sad. On to Saturday, I finished off the Booze in the Pews logo this day, so there's quite a lot of working on it, so I did quite a lot in the morning. Then I filmed a plan with me and did some pre-employment stuff with my husband because I'd looked at it on my own and been like, this is too overwhelming. So we did that, and then I did some more revision. Then I started Laundry Mountain. I think I was doing laundry this entire day on and off, so I've just put in there like I basically batch do my laundry and do it all at once, and that's kind of how I work. I then went for a walk to get my steps in and edited, presumably the plan with me. Yeah, presumably filmed like the first half, second half. Yeah, that's how I generally work, is I film the base one day, the day by day the next day, or another day, and then do the voiceover, edit and voiceover a third day, just to keep it like small tasks. Then I was reading my current book, which is Their Frozen Graves, finished off the Booze in the Pews logo, was chatting to one of my friends because she's, about something, it's in type, but I just don't really want to put out there, what we were talking about, because it's her stuff. Then I cried a lot because I was stressed about going back to work and stuff, and I was just like really overwhelmed about it, and what if I lose my job, etc, etc. And then we watched some Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I'm having a bit of a about work. I want to go back, and I think it's the right thing to do, and I think it's time, but I'm also really panicked I'm gonna not manage and then get fired for not being able to do my job. Don't you love life? There's no reason I think that other than my own brain. Anyhow, next day, onto Sunday, I did some filming. I don't know what I filmed. I think I might have filmed the quarter one flip through 2023. Yeah, that's right. Then I went to the grocery shop with my hubby and did some baking with my mum. We just made some really easy bake stuff. We also did some guide admin, but I haven't put that in for some reason. After we did the baking, whilst it was like cooking, we did guide admin. Here's where I completely screwed up and put my reading book down on the sticker there, because I missed out a script, so you'll just see me pulling or watching the sticker from the foil bundle. Anyhow, yeah, did baking, just like instant boxes we cleaned out one of their cupboards and found these two really old boxes, one of which went off in like, Sophie, shut your ears if you're listening, because you will not like this. One of them went off in 2020. One was like 8 years out of date and one was 12 years out of date. Let's just leave it as that. But there was nothing in them that would go off, so we just put in some new other than baking powder, so we put in some new baking powder and just cooked them, and they taste absolutely fine, so it's all cool. Then I did some reading of my book, tidied up because we had our new cleaner come in the next day. We do have a new cleaner. I'm now going to flip through the leftovers, and then I'm going to put in the scripts from the week before, which you saw me plan last week, but yeah, I have sped that up quite a lot more, but yeah, you just will see that. I'm just going to carry on talking about the week. Then I did some more revision, hung up some wall art because we are trying to put up all of our art this year on our walls. Well, I am, it's my mission, but yeah, we started this day, and I really I just feel so much better having the art in the house. Then I had some resting time and did a face mask. Then we went over to my parents and had a roast dinner with my grandpa, who is mostly in a care home, but my parents took him home for a roast dinner. Watched some Parks and Recreation, and I started an embroidery project. I got one from my sister for Christmas. It is a Wicked one because we are going to see Wicked later in the year, in April I want to say. So she got me like Wicked themed things as well as the tickets. So she got me that embroidery. It's my first embroidery, and it's one of my 30 the year I turned 30, so there's that, which is super cool. So yeah, let me know. That's the whole week, by the way. That is the week finished off, so you can now just see me pop in the scripts in the week before, or the last little bit of that. Let me know what you think of this. Do you like it when you can see the scripts like really soon after and you can actually see me putting in the scripts, or do you not care and you just want me to do what I did 2 weeks ago, where I just flip through the finished spreads once they are done? Let me know in the comments down below. I am making some scripts for my off-camera planner, but not every single one, so I will be printing and cutting scripts a bit more often probably, because I got so behind in 2023. I just used a batch print and cut them when I had 5 or 6 sheets. But yeah, that is pretty, so I will be able to do it every other week. But let me know what you think down below. That is everything. Thanks for watching. Bye.